Okay. Strange Horticulture. The demo. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply, street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There's much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. There's some small text. If you're having difficulty, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Okay. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering Bew. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear for me. Okay. Alright, you can also right click it to bring it into focus. Okay. We inherited a plant shop from an uncle. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. It's like at my house here. Suddenly, sounds. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. The rooms are empty. St. John's Poppy. He needs St. John's Poppy, which we don't have. A closer inspection. The smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. The flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. What's this? Labels. Okay. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. What? This is very mysterious. The Strange Book of Plants. By Wilfrid Voynich. Ah, a mappy of Undermere and the surrounding area. Ooh, pretty map. Undermere. Oh, wait, come back. Here. Lake Undermere. The Bay. Tarncrag. Grasmere. Red Point. Muncaster Castle. Foxfield. The Roundsea Wood. And Backbarrow, that's what we read about just now. Meat Hop? I don't want to go there. The River Doon. The River Kent. And the River Minster? Okay. Lots of rivers. Cool. I know, I really want to put it away. Here. John's Poppy. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Yes, with this, St. John's Poppy, okay. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Signed, W.V. Oh, St. John's Poppy has this kind of, that one here. Yes. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. Yes, that's what she needs. The flowers of the St. John's Poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Label. You can auto label this. I've seen that as an option in the menu. Right. Flowers are red with the sweet scent. Use plant. Plant identified. Reward book entry. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. Marsilea clavis. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. No eaten. Yeah, I will just put the no eat plants to the left and the eat plants to the right. Oh, I found something. It's a bell-shaped flower drawing. Is this a recipe? Right, what does it say here? The will to explore. That looks cool. Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Okay. Is that a clue? I don't know. It's a letter. Ooh. There are secrets here to uncover. Oh, watering. It is really raining a lot, isn't it? There's the cat. Oh. If you ever owned a cat that you liked, that sound. I woke up to that sound a lot. We had a cat that was with us for over 20 years, right? A stray that came to us on Christmas Day. Sitting on the windowsill covered in snow. It was very, very dramatic and very smart of the cat to do that, looking all cute with the snow on the head. And then we tried to keep it alive, which worked, and then it got to be 22 years, I think. It was a very grumpy old cat in the end, but she used to sleep next to my head on the pillow, and then at some point she would come closer and closer to the ear, and she would do this. Better than any alarm clock. Sometimes also she would sleep at the foot end of the bed, and she would bite me in the toes. Not better than an alarm clock. It was a good cat. So what's that all about? Got different symbols there. A cup. It's a stag. A dagger. Spooter. Trident. Pentagram. Raven. Candle. Moon. Sun. Eye. And Ankh. An Ankh symbol. And then there's a square bit in the middle, and it points left, right, up, down. Interesting. David Schaefer. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. He's the mailman. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Thank you. Let's see. Gosford is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travellers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Gosford. And there's a bright flower in the northeast corner of the wood. Here. Yeah. Okay. Duly noted. So the archive. Oh, maybe they are standing next to one another for a reason. Right? Sometimes if you put plants next to one another, they kind of start to wither and die. The will to explore. Ooh. G23. Why did I come here? We don't know. You can get hints. I should call in the next customer, or maybe look through my notes and letters and see if they lead me anywhere interesting. Okay. Gilbert Ames. Or Gilbert. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round, down through Backbarrow. Never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get there. Get here. Fennet. Uh-huh. Up. I can't check if he's giving me the right thing. That's the new one we got. Lemon dandy. Its current leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peel lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Right, curled leaves. And we get this. Fennet. I should have noted its name. Fennet from the south. And this is lemon. Lemon dandy. So, what do you think? This is different, huh? It's a rather mysterious type of game because it's fantasy, mystery, dark worlds / setting, but you also have your cozy shop. and identifying plants and doing the bit of detectives work that you are doing here. It's an interesting mix. Atmosphere, yes. Yes. I know. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing. But not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks I've been getting worse. I need sleep. Faye grew up with her mother. The father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. The sleeping Faye held close. Oh boy. She's got the moon and the eye. She's a psychic. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to Strange Horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. And then you can review the dialogue. Interesting. She wants forest camphor. Oh, let's have a look. There. Forest camphor. The strong smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many small flowers. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. Yeah, that's the one. Forest camphor. The Botterdale. Here. Forest camphor. Cool. So, like, I'm gonna repeat it because it's kind of important. You can auto-label the plants. I like to do it myself, but you know, it might be easier or more approachable if you don't. Right, the will to explore. All right, and then you have your magnifying glass and this here. Ooh, maybe that's when this comes into play. It does sort of fit to the squares. Mysterious. The Wandering Blue. You. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the Gilded Dendra. So we will go to the library in Ambleside. Just because we can. Yeah, hoity-toity. I think it's an interesting game. Not Ironside, Ambleside, was it? Ambleside. Where's that? Here. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. 2 book entries. The Gilded Dendra, Maurisca obitus. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. Ooh. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Yeah, okay. The Wandering Bew. Bullium vagus. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances up to several meters in a single night. Well, it's going to be hard to find then. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They're also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. Cool. We got some new knowledge. And there's a... Oh, there's a cooldown. You can only do exploration so often, every so often. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering view? That always reminds me of... Oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the view, if you've got it. Oh, we just looked at that. Yep. Do we have a fungus among us? We could look under that. I'm not sure if that's what we're looking for. Let's put the book to the side. Oh, we can only put it under the microscope. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. We didn't read about red spores, but it could be that. I'm not 100% sure. There was nothing about the red spores spots. Ah, but there are little knobs here. See? Yeah, I think it's the one. Let's risk it. Okay. The Wandering View. And we get the Lady of the Summer. Comtessa Estavium. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Right, and we're going to label this Wandering View. Cool. End the day. We could explore. Alright, and then if you have followed a ladder, in the wood in the south of Gosford. Okay, so let's have a look. And in the northeastern part, the wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamour of Undermere. It's not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Ding ding ding! New plant. We just know it's bright and beautiful. It could be the Lady of the Summer, couldn't it? The leaves curl round. Question mark. I think it is. It is that. So let's fold up the map and end the day. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Row H. The Third River. It is Saturday. Well, today's Sunday. But... Row H, the third river, huh? Not behaving. I'm trying to find the shape of this. It could be the third river from the left or from the right. But I don't see the shape. That's described on the clue. You know. On the card, you see this rock in the river. I don't see that here, except here, and that's not the third, unless you count that one. But it's not shaped similarly. I mean, the other thing we could do is just visit all three locations here. These do even look less likely. Right? 1, 2, 3. That was correct. Okay, you don't need to find the exact shape of the river. Just row H, third river. Okay. A dead deer in the river, a yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Death for one provides life for many. We collect a plant. Yeah, that looks like the Lady of the Summer, but its leaves are not curling. So I think I picked the right one earlier. Where is it? Here. Right, the bell-shaped flower looks rather similar, but the leaves curl round like this. All right. I give you another cat and one more customer, and then I'm gonna stop for today's first bit of the discovery. Just need a quick break. Bring me a sample of Apis demiscis and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Apis demiscis. I'd like to dismiss you, Mr. Isidore Burbage. The barrister. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. Yeah, he just looks very grumpy. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and he would challenge him to his face. Can I send him away somewhere? Apis demiscis. That will... Ah, right. We will need to go for the Latin. He's not a commoner, right? He just uses the Latin name. Gandhi root, a plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Well, could be this or this. I think it's this one. Right? It has this stem here coming out of the flower. This one doesn't. Candy root. And meek dew has been identified. Cool. You can label it. Nice. It's a cool game. I like it. It's very relaxed and very specific. As in, it's much different from other games. It's a mix of detective, mystery, story, where you do some clue finding and clue deciphering and grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Right? And then you go to the map and see, where's Backbarrow? And then you don't find it. And there's Backbarrow in the northeast. And then you travel there, and if you understood the clue correctly, you find the you find a new plant to add to your collection. Your strange horticulture. Really cool. And the demo seems to be long enough to get an idea what the game is all about, which is good. And yeah, that was the second game today. Sadly, we had to skip one, but that's it. Strange Horticulture. I would advise you, if you think you like it, to play a bit of the demo and decide if you want to put it on your wish list, or maybe even buy it.